Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for Smash Our Stash. This month is ephemera, so I decided I was going to use this basketball ephemera up. I had a brand new pack of basketball ephemera, then I had some other items that I'd been gifted that were basketball ephemera, and I said, okay, I'm going to use it up. This month's video is a little bit different because now I'm going to show you how I did it. I did it like I used to do. I laid the whole thing out. I was not at my house, so I was safe from the girls. And I laid everything out and I started mixing and matching. I had a couple different types of stickers. I had those felt basketballs. I had some leftover ephemera. I had brand new ephemera. I had sentiments that I had cut out of the paper from before. So all sorts of different things to play with. And if you're not sure how things will work together, just don't glue anything down. Just lay everything out, trim your stickers, see how they would fit, lay them, put it all out. And if you're messy like me, be sure to dig through the piles because you're going to find some things along the way that you didn't know you had, like these backboards and the ball and the net. And so I just went, okay, let's move these over here so I don't lose track of them. And then I'm going to show you the finished cards. I have a few minutes of video at the end talking some more about how I dealt with the ephemera. I had washi tape and I had a long strip of stickers and I cut those up sometimes. This one says, keep your head in the game, and it has tennis shoe paper behind it. All of them have, they say basketball, or they have a basketball sticker or something on the inside. I don't think I have any basketball stamps. I don't need any. I thought, oh, what do I have to put on the inside? This one was a piece of ephemera that said game on, but I added, the O looked like a ball, and I added the sticker on top of it just to give it more dimension. And then I have some washi, and then I have like old school hand signals. These cards are for referees, so it kind of makes sense. And on the inside, basketball. Team Let's Go is a sticker. Then I have washi tape of basketballs down the side. And again, this shoe paper that I love, and it has a bunch of basketball related sentiments on the shoes and the red basketball on the inside. Game on. This is what it looked like before I added the ball to it. This one is paper that was, the single side, the solid side of somewhere in this collection. This is probably like 3 different basketball collections mixed up by now. And I've got paper back here that looks like the court, strips of washi tape, basketball sticker down here, and then a basketball on the inside. Let's Play and the shoe paper, and basketball university sports legend ephemera, and then a ball on the inside. Basketball champion, superstar, and this one's kind of old school vintage, and then I've got the basketball paper layered on top of the court, and then a basketball on the inside. Work hard, play harder. We've got a bunch of washi tape basketballs down here, and then one of these stickers, which I kind of do like because it adds different dimension and gives it that shine. Then I've got a basketball on the inside. Let's Play, and I put that on a piece of paper. It's a sticker on a piece of black paper, and then we have washi tape and stickers and game day, and I've inked the edges, and it's on like a vintage court paper. A basketball inside. A big basketball sticker. This was pretty much the only way this would fit on a card. It was maybe made more for scrapbook page and I wanted to use it. And then the sticker says, never panic, just play. And I put it on paper that you see is like basketball texture. It's just printed. It's not actually textured, but it looks cool. And then the felt basketball sticker and a basketball on the inside. So that's another fun one. Hoop, there it is. I really like how this one turned out. The court ephemera, a piece of solid, basketball textured paper. I inked the edges of this ephemera and then layered it on black paper and put it on top. So we've got like 5 layers of paper right here. Then we've got court paper and the basketball up here in the corner. It just has nice dimension and quite a bit going on. So it's a card with nice interest. And then it says basketball and has the little image on the inside. stop thinking, start doing basketball ephemera up here. I fussy cut this out of a piece of paper, and then we have a star down here that matches it, and the washi tape on the back, and it's all on that shoe paper. And on the inside, it's got part of that basketball strand of stickers in it. Basketball, 3-pointer, and one of those felt basketballs, and then the washi. It's got a lot going on, a lot of layers. And on the inside, it has basketball washi tape. That washi was giving me a little trouble. Remember I told you your vellum white washies, be sure to use them up because they might not stay white. This one, I wanted to use this big ephemera piece. It was bothering me. I put basketball across the front of it. I think I fussy cut that out of the paper. And then we've got a little quart ephemera piece down here with the plays and a star and a smaller basketball, shiny. I liked those. That one kind of came together okay. So I got a request for a dozen, and what I thought was I would make a baker's dozen, and she could pick which one she liked the least and take all the rest of them. I smashed a whole bunch of ephemera. I didn't count all the pieces, but if you look, each one of these probably has like 3 different ephemera pieces on it. Used miles of washi. I think it was good. It was a good month for me. And I took them all the way to finished product, not just more UFOs in my stash. This is a collaboration with a link down below, so you can click on the playlist and check out the other collaborators. You don't have to mess with a hashtag. I thought I had everything set out. If you've left yourself a giant mess like this, or maybe you picked up a bag at an estate sale or that sort of thing, or somebody gave you a UFO mess, lay it out. Don't glue things together. Just keep sorting it. So I have all this ephemera. I'm really only trying to make 12 cards here. And I have all this ephemera. And then as I was digging through, after I made the last segment, I found these, some more items, and some more bases. So those are just one layer so far, and not the cutest. And I have all these other ones to use. So I'm just going to keep resorting things. I'm going to trim things like this a little smaller because it would be too plain with one card. But I'll just keep playing. What about this one? I could trim this one smaller, and then it would show more of the patterned paper because these shoes are pretty big and I want to get that image to show a bit. And I just keep playing. If I rush, I have a tendency to take something like this and center it instead of chopping it down. And as I was thinking about it, I went, oh, I could do something like this. Maybe I want to cut off that ball and make a better angle, but I could put more pieces on. As I look more and more, I find other accents. I found these basketball stickers, these hoop stickers. I also have a roll of washi with basketballs. They don't show super well on, say, this dark paper, but they'd show pretty well on here. Oh, there's a star in there I need to get out. So just keep playing. I want these to be fairly masculine cards. So if I can find some, oh, I set them aside for myself, didn't I? I thought I had white enamel dots. Maybe I'll use some of these like tannish ones on these. I don't know. Those are kind of small. I don't want jewelry jewels. It's not right for my audience. But I know that Vicky gave me some plainer ones, maybe like these. I am not at home. This is hard to do at my house now because I have to lock the girls out for a long time. I don't always clean up right away. This has been sitting here probably for 24 hours or 16 hours. Hard to keep the girls out of an area for that long. But this used to be how I would do it. I have some old videos where I was smashing a 12 by 12 collection, making holiday cards for everybody at work. I like to lay them out. Do not be in a hurry to start gluing things together because you're going to find, oh, I have enamel dots. Oh, I have a different kind of washi I didn't think about. Oh, I could just use some basic stars to go with these and they'd still be very masculine. Oh, what about specialty papers? What about some, I know I have in my stash like a black metallic type paper, not glitter, but something that, I think it's a Tim paper. It would add some nice dimension on these instead of just matting them with black. Also a different tone. It would add some interest. If I can find that, I want to find it before I start gluing things together. So if you don't have 2 young cats at your house, don't be in a hurry to glue things together. Just keep sorting your mess and expanding, especially if you're a new card maker, because this, let's think about this. Look at this right now. I could make it crooked. I could make it straight. It could use something more, couldn't it? And it covers up the shoes a lot. So I don't know. I might change it to never panic, and then I'd have even more room. We'll see. But think about what else you can do, especially if you have large embellishments, because a bunch of these came from 12 by 12 and they're big. They're big for a card. They're more scrapbooky. So you want to think about how can you chop them down. I'm not convinced I'm going to use this one yet, but I do kind of like it. I might do it. Maybe there's a better way to do it, and maybe it should be on a horizontal. Maybe that would be better. Maybe like this. Yeah, that's already better, isn't it? So we'll think about that, and then we could put a basketball right there. It's a little boring, but it works. And then we could put, oh look, here's a small version of Never Panic, Just Play, and we could put that up there. And what I do is I'll take my scissors and cut that apart when I have 2 hands so I can remind myself that's what I'm thinking about. Obviously, I'm not going to put the basketball word again, but those are stickers. And if you cut your stickers apart, you can take them and play with them and rearrange them. So just have fun. I don't decorate my house, but I love to redo my cards a bunch of times. And I'm messy, so I'll start moving things around and I'll lose track of some ideas, but maybe I'll come up with a better idea. It's just fun to lay them out. Even if you're in a hurry, even if you have somewhere to be tonight and you need to take a dozen basketball cards, this is still a good way to do it. Just lay them out. If I was in a hurry and I was only going to make 12, I would lay out 12 fronts. I would mix and match and play with those, and then I would just put all the rest back in the bag. I haven't decided if I'm just going to make the 12 I have the request for, or if I'm going to make some of those too. But I think what I will do is be sure that the 12 that I'm making, I'll focus on 12 first, that they have different variety. So I have this sentiment right here. Are you ready for some basketball? I have this one I already cut down. I have a smaller sticker for it. I have a bunch of give it your best shot. I'll try not to use, see like this one, I'll try not to use a bunch of those that are the same. And then here's the are you ready for some basketball sticker. I don't want 6 cards that say, are you ready for some basketball? So I'll mix it up so this batch that was requested has a nice variety. I hope. We'll see how it turns out. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with these yet. Again, they're big because they're like scrapbooky, right? But they look kind of cool on there. And then I could put something across the bottom. I think we can make it work. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure you're taking great care of yourself. Bye-bye.